Hello, on Tuesday, April 30th. Hope everybody's having a wonderful day. It is actually sunny today. We have no clouds and we have no rain, so it's actually a decent day outside. Um, First thing I want to say is happy birthday, Lorna. I hope you're having a wonderful day, and I'm distracted by what's going on outside. But I watched Doug's show today. Um, He did talk about one thing I have thought about using in the past, but I actually never have, and that's the PC mover. I never have used that. I always move things by hand. If I want something moved, I'll group them together or do whatever I do and just move it over. Um, I gotta figure out a better way of moving bookmarks because as I have been told, you must save your bookmarks before you move them to another browser that's on a different computer. I think you save them as HTML. I think. I I don't know. I've done it a bunch of times and it works for me. I won't say how. I won't tell you how I do it, but and this is why I asked on the Zoom homies about a week or two ago if there is anybody that uses bookmarks anymore, because the people I know, they don't use bookmarks. Their bookmarks are up here. There's only maybe a handful of bookmarks these people go to, and these people are at a job, they're at work, they're in an office, not in their house. I'm sure at home they probably have 1,001 bookmarks, but in the work environment, you only have maybe three, if that. Everything they have to remember is either on a piece of paper, or it's stuck to the side of their monitor. That's all they need. Their notes are right there. Your bookmarks are here. That is whatever there is in the middle, and whatever they have on the right side of their monitor. They just bing, bing, bang, boom. They just look at the bottom, top, left, or right, or on the side of their desk, or on the left side of their desk. They've got notes. They've got notes. They'll have notes sticking on the side of their desks. Yeah. Now, as far as Doug was talking about today, people wanting icons right where they left them, and why are people out in the hallway talking so Doug out loud? People wanting icons right back when I'll tell you what I do. When I build a new computer, there's several questions I ask them. One of them being, somewhere around the mix, does it matter to you if you want things put back right where they were? Your icons, your taskbar icons. Some people even get as fussy, even though I think Windows rearranges them at times, or they don't. I don't know, but their system tray icons. Do they want those in any certain order? Believe it or not, 40% of the people I work with want their icons in their desktop, their taskbar icons, and their system tray icons. Although there's not much I can do with system tray icons. But everything else, yeah, 40% of the people I work for or with or whatever, they want things exactly the same. And that's because people don't like change. When things change, it means they have to get used to it. And if they have to get used to how something is working or how something looks, that takes time out of their day because they're typing along and Nah, I might have them change that later, and they have to stop typing because they're seeing things on their desktop that doesn't look right. So they call me back and say, these icons over here, could you put these actually over here, and the ones that are over on the top right, could you move those to kind of towards the middle, but kind of over on the left side a little bit? Sure, I can do it. So yeah, I can see Doug's point in that people are, we're creatures of seeing things the way we remember it. And once we've seen it that way once or twice, maybe 3 times, your brain says, well, that's the way I see it now. That's the way it's got to stay for anything to continue working correctly, going from here forward. I know it's crazy. It really is how people are just... I'd say something that involves a swear word, but I won't. But they're just addicted to how things look on their desktop. So yeah, as far as Doug and him saying that he has to move things back right to where they right to where they were, to right as they were before they got there. Yeah, I can believe it, because I've got people in Baxter here in Brainerd and Nisswa, the whole Crow Wing County of 6,667 people. Yeah, most of them will want things put back exactly how they see it, and the other 30-20% or whatever's left, they don't care, as long as it's somewhere on the screen, the monitor somewhere. Yeah, there's one older guy that I've worked for like 15 years. He's never cared. He says, Dad, just put it back on the desktop. I'll find it eventually. Which kind of worries me, because if he has to find it eventually, I wonder if he's got people waiting on him while he's fiddling on his desktop thinking, well, that icon is, it's over. Well, it's over. So I'll just give me a second. I'll find it. Ah, there it is. And he clicks on it. And now, I'd rather people memorize where things are so that they don't have to go looking on their desktop thinking they knew where it was at, and then they go looking for it and like, uh-oh, Mr. Legs, that guy, he's moved it somewhere. Now I've got to find it. Oh, is it over here? No, is it over there? No. Oh, there it is, right there. And they go moving their mouse cursor over there and click on it. So, in general habit, I kind of have a habit of putting things back to where they, to the way it was. Just so there isn't that added confusion of, oh, where is it now? I gotta go looking for it. And some of these people have... I know, it's just the way they work. But they have hundreds and hundreds of icons on their desktop. And these ladies, they sit down right at their desk and they go right to that icon that's right there in the middle of everything. They go right to it and they point to it. That's memory. That's their memory muscle working, because they'll go right to it and they'll just click on it. And then of course, if I come up to a new computer with all the icons on it, I'm talking to the gal or guy on my phone, and I'm sitting here and they're telling me, well, click on the yellow and blue icons kind of in the middle of the desktop, and think, yeah, give me like 5 minutes, I'll find it. I'm searching all over that place. Like, well, he's talking about the blue and yellow icon with an X, and like, where in the heck? I find it eventually, and they can just go right up to it. Boom, it's right there. That's because they worked with that. Sure enough, I opened the program and it didn't work. some kind of funny message showed up, but I got his working, and I was at the office yesterday, and I was there Sunday. They're moving offices around. One of the offices is getting moved upstairs, and there's a set of monitors I'm moving downstairs to a bigger office. This guy's gonna have 1, 2, 3 monitors. He had just 2. No, I think he had 2 or 3 before. Well, he's definitely gonna have 3 now. I'm just gonna. They're all up and running. I mean, I sat there Sunday. God, how long did I work on that? There yesterday, Sunday. I started Saturday, so it took me Saturday, part of the day, Sunday, all day Sunday. That's why nobody saw me Sunday. And then after that, I went over to a friend's house. Did some work for him. I didn't get home till way later than I should. Wasn't feeling like I was wanting to do anything, so I just came home and went to bed. I was tired. I was really tired. Crawling up on desks, getting underneath desks, moving monitors around, moving things around on the desk, which I really don't like doing because that's what I consider their personal property. But I'm sitting there moving papers from here to there, moving this to over there, and some things have to go on the floor. I don't like doing that, but if they don't have the shelf space for me to move things around, I drop it on the floor. I don't like doing that because as long as with their computers, they like their computers to be organized. They like their paperwork on their desk just the way they left it. And I've got yelled at for this because I picked up a piece of paper, a bunch of papers off another table. They've got like an L-shaped desk, or over here, I'll show you from over here, it's easier. They've got an L, they've got a different part of their desk sitting out here. And I'm moving things around, and I'm forgetting where I'm putting things. I just move things here, and I move things there, and this is back over there, and then I move this in its place. Well, then I forget what's what and what was where. And then I say, uh-oh, this stack of papers, where was it? So I'll pick up this stack of papers, I'll put it in the, I think it was here. No, it was, oh shoot. I just pick up the papers and I just kind of neatly put them back on the desk, even though I know they're not in the right order. Sure enough, 8 o'clock the next morning when I'm probably still sleeping, I get a phone call saying, Rick, next time you take papers and things off my desk, put them back to where you found them, because it took me 5 minutes to find a piece of paper that I was looking for. I'm sorry. I'll try not to move things, but I kind of had to because things just weren't going to fit. And I wasn't going to be able to do what I was wanting to do, so I just picked up all your papers and moved them onto the table or onto the floor, and then I put them back. People don't like it when you do that. They want things right back to where they were, so that next morning they can continue on with their workflow. That's all they're there. They're gonna sit down on their chair, pull out the keyboard and the mouse, wake up the computer. Gonna keep going right from where they left off. If papers are out of sort, like this was over there, and you've got this up here, and this over there, how are they gonna find anything? Because if that piece of paper they're working on was like directly right in front of them, and you've taken it and thrown it somewhere else, don't you think they're gonna get kind of mad at you for putting the piece of paper that they were working on the day before right here, and you've thrown it over there? Now they have to take, I know it's just a couple of seconds, they have to stop for a couple of seconds, reach over, grab the piece of paper, put it back in front of them, put their hands back on the keyboard, and keep going. They don't like doing that here. They don't like taking a couple seconds out of their schedule to go over, pick up a piece of paper, or yet go looking for a piece of paper, and they know it was right there when they left, and then you came in, moved everything. Try to keep things just the way you found it, because some people are kind of picky about it. I've noticed. They certainly have gotten upset for me because they couldn't find a piece of paper that was directly in front of them the night before. Oops. I moved it. And I shouldn't have. And I did. And I told her, I said, well, look to your left. Actually, just to your left. And it should be right there, because on her desk, I just picked up the pieces of paper or whatever it was. I picked it up, moved it just to the left, and I told her, just look to your left. It should be just to your left. And she looks again. She says, I'm not seeing it. Oh yeah, there it is. Never mind. Have a good day. Yeah. So that's how things kind of go working in my offices that I work at. I gotta be careful where I put things, where I move things. The icons on the necks, for a few people out there, they like them just the way they were. So organization and keeping things where they were kind of go hand in hand. Because you'll get that phone call the next day. Where's that stack of papers all sitting on my laptop? Like, oh. They don't like it when the conversation starts with, oh, they don't like that. So that's what I've been up to, was just working at one office, about 10 people. Well, I had them shut down to about, well, there's 12 people that work in the office, and I had 6 people. I got 6 of the computers working, and I had the others in the process of getting set up and running. So I had about a third of the office working by about 11. I think by about 2 o'clock, maybe 2:30, I had 12 of them working. I had 2 more at the end of the day at 6 o'clock when I walked out of there. They had left, at 5 o'clock or whatever. I was there till about 6:10 because I just wanted to get it done. I had 2 computers to get done, and another printer to set up because I had disconnected that and we'd moved that. And then hooking it back up and turning the power on. I don't know. It wasn't working right at first because I tried a few printing a few pages. They didn't come out not the way I didn't know the way those people wanted to come out. So had to fiddle with that, kind of get that working, kind of get some of the fine tuning on that printer. It's about half the height of what I am. And I'm 5'6". I'm thinking that printer was 4.5 feet tall. It was huge. It was a big, huge, wide, white printer. It was big. We got 3 of those. So, that's kind of what I've been doing, is just working at the offices. Not too much of that going on for this week. I know today is what? I keep forgetting what today is. Tuesday. Nothing today. I think I got something coming up Wednesday in the afternoon. I gotta go in the other room, check my papers, see what's coming up. I think I got something to do tomorrow. Then I gotta come home, and in my meantime, I got my own computers to fix. The case fan on this computer isn't running. The case fan, the rear fan. I noticed that the other day, that when I turn this thing on, the case fan isn't running. Which may have explained why this thing was getting just a little hot the other day. No, it's not plugged in. So I'll have to work on that later. But yeah, more about that later. I've talked long enough. To everybody in the Zoom homies on Ken Stout's group that we have at night, hello. Hello, Tony Wallow. Hello, Ken. Again, happy birthday, Lorna. Brian Lightfoot. Hope you're having a good day. Hope everyone's having a good day. What the? Oh yeah. My day's it's going. It's just kind of slow at the moment because I've got nothing to do. So I decided to quickly come out and do this video, which is coming up to 21 minutes. So, the last thing I wanted to talk about is I ran Handbrake on this desktop that's in the living room here. I want to try Handbrake on this laptop because it's a 12 core 16 thread. I want to see how that handles encoding. The desktop in here, it did okay. I think it could have done maybe a little bit better. In fact, this is the one that I'm probably going to do the encoding from because it's an 8 core, the 6 core in the bedroom. It does it, but it does it really slow and doesn't really do it efficiently, so I don't know. I haven't really tried, in fact, I'll do that today after this video. When I get done with this video, after I edit it, a little bit of it, I'm wondering how rendering a video on this computer would do. Wonder how it would do with 8 cores. There's one in the bedroom, 6 cores, and in the last video I did, took about 2 hours and 10 minutes before it finally got all done and said, did it check through everything, no issues found. It took 2 hours and 10 minutes on the last video that you guys saw. It was 2 hours and 10 minutes to render that video. So, before it finally came up at the end and said no issues found. I'm going to see if this desktop will do any better. I don't think it will. I think it'll be just as slow. Maybe a little bit faster. But I'm trying to get it up to... What's nice about doing it on this GoPro is I can see how many minutes I've been doing my recording now. I'm up to 20... I'm right now up to 24 minutes and 1 second, 2 seconds. Probably going to cut it off here at 25 minutes. But yeah, I'm going to try doing my editing and video rendering on this computer and see how it does. Should be a little faster. Should be. I don't know if it will be, but that's got 64, this has got 32. I don't know. I don't know if it'll be any faster or better or if it'll be worse. And again, this is... Okay, I'm going to go over my minutes here. I said I was going to quit in... This one has got this motherboard in it. It's got the B560 Aurora Pro AX. and I think the X is just for the Wi-Fi. I think the one in the bedroom is running on this one. I know you guys probably can't see the writings backwards, but or maybe you can read it. I don't know. It's the Gigabyte Z390 Gaming X. That's the one in there. This is the 6th core. And this one's the 8 core. The 8 core is right here. 6 core is in the bedroom. And it does, but that one in the bedroom has 64 gigs. This one here is 8 cores, 32 gigs of RAM, which I may change that up one of these days. I'll do today's video on the 32 gigs, but my next video that I might do tomorrow, I'm going to take my 64 gigs, put it on this one, and then render tomorrow's video. Write the time down today, how long it takes. Then tomorrow, put the 64 gigs in, make another 27-minute video, and see what the time is on that. See if it is any quicker, slower, or if it can do it at all. I don't know. For that, guys, I'm going to call it quits. I'm going to render this video, or edit this video, put it on this computer, render it, do whatever, and get it out to you guys so you can see it. You all have a great day. I'll see you next time. Bye for now.